Hey everyone, Hunch here, or Forever Legacies. Welcome to this episode of Building Hoth, Week 22. Guys, I have some explanations to give out because last week should have been this week's segment. Last week I didn't have an actual segment. I basically skipped a week. The reason why is I was very busy. Plus, I did get that small little part from Lego.com. I basically got it with all the cheese slips and all that. I finished that little spot, which I'll show later in the video. But I noticed I'm like, that is not too much work. You guys probably won't enjoy it as much. And so I decided to wait to do something more special. I also thought I was getting paid last week, so I was like, okay, I have this special idea. Well, that ended up coming towards this week. And it just got later in the week. I'm like, I don't care. That week had to be canceled. But this week's episode should be fantastic, guys. As you can see, right behind me, we have more base plates down. This is the front section. This is section 2 or section 3, whichever one you want to call it. So I'm excited. We finally got this. I basically went to Walmart today and bought a lot of the gray base plates, basically just enough to finish this. I also have another basically plate. I can't speak today. The plate order, basically to finish off that section and start this, that has already been ordered. I know for a while I was saying I will order. I did. It's coming. I think I ordered like 350 of them. They're coming. And I also realized I need to put in a bricklink order. I'm probably going to do that tonight, which is basically filler, so I can up my supplies on filler, which I'll explain in just a moment. So I'm excited to show you guys what this week's segment is going to look like. So let's get right into it. So yeah, guys, we started the next section. I am so excited to have this next section started. I know technically that side isn't done, and I know that I mentioned that I wasn't going to start the next section until that side was at least somewhat complete. I know, but I have those 6x6 plates on order. They are, well, I don't know if they're on their way. I know they're in warehouse, but they are coming. So again, I think I bought about 350 of them. I'm pretty sure I was going to buy 400, and then at one point this week I was going to buy 500. But I ended up picking up 350 because I had other things come up, including a new phone. I don't know if you guys can tell the different camera, on camera or on the video, if you can tell the difference, but this is a new phone, and if you guys didn't know, I record almost all my videos on my phone. So this is a newer phone, so hopefully the actual look of the camera looks a lot better. But basically, I bought 350 of the plates, 6x6 plates, so that that will cover that, and that should cover at least, I'm thinking like at least a little bit half of this. Now, of course, I also bought 6 base plates. I only bought enough to the point where I could actually start this next section. I think it looks so cool with the back of Hoth, or the middle section of Hoth, right there, and having this blank slate right here. Now, as you can see, I've already started somewhat placing parts on. All I had time this tonight. Basically, I didn't get paid until Thursday, and that's when Thursday is when I bought the parts, and I didn't go to Walmart until today because I had to work today, and I bought the base plates. And so this is basically what I was able to do, which I still think is a big step, because the last segment, like 2 weeks ago, it was the troops and the update on the crashed snowspeeder. So going from that to starting the front section, I think that's a big step. So the plans for next week, my guess is I'm going to start adding some filler, start outlining the mountain right there, and as well as that little ridge right there. That's the plan. I should be able to use some of my white bricks to start making the wall on the sides. Again, I mentioned this at the beginning of the episode. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be making a quick bricklink order. I'm going to go on Brick Vive because I've already got the parts in my cart. So I'm going to be buying some filler bricks. I've got a ton of blue filler brick and a ton of white. Because this side, unlike this one, as you can see, this side has a mixed numbers of colors. In that front side, that didn't matter because, for one, this is going to be in the middle. You can't see the middle. All that, the only sides that actually mattered that needed to be white were the left and the right side. Where this is the front. This needs the sides left and right, and of course the front, which is right here. So that needs this whole area right here needs to be completely white. That way, it's gives that effect that it looks all at one piece, and the white just matches Hoth and all that. It just looks much nicer and much more cleaner, I guess you could say. So I need a lot more white bricks for this side than I actually needed on that side, which I'm perfectly fine with. So I'm going to make a quick bricklink haul, or bricklink buy tonight before I go to bed, because I got to go to bed tonight. A little bit earlier than I normally do. Also, want to point out that poster right there. That is the poster I picked up a few weeks ago. I know this isn't required or representing Hoth in any way, but I love that poster. That's actually going to be hung up right above there. Right now, it's just hanging on Hoth. I need to get a poster frame. For those who didn't know, Revenge of the Jedi was the original title for Return of the Jedi, which is episode 6, of course. That was the original title. There's supposed to be a different ending, of course. If you want to look this up, go ahead and Google it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But I love that poster. I think it's so cool. Yeah, so back to Hoth. Again, this is what mainly I did this week, or tonight in general. I set these up. They have the Technic pins in them, so I can, of course, slide them out, slide them in. That I wanted to get done. That way I can actually start building. And then, of course, I had that little corner right over there. I'm going to pause the recording so I can go over there and show you guys it, because I have to set up the camera at that angle. And that way I don't have to zoom in so you guys see me zoom in and then zoom out. So, be right back so I can show you guys that little corner of the trench. Okay, so as you can see right there, right at that corner, I almost pointed at the wrong one. As you can see, the red is completely covered up. I, again, got that part haul in basically with all the cheese slopes, all the 1x1 tiles, 1x1 plates and all that. Got that. I finished that. Again, that was the reason why I didn't post last week, is because I thought that little work right there was not enough. I try to make every episode special. Every episode that, I don't know, you want to see. Something that you can come back and watch if you want to rewatch the series or something like that. And I think that if this was the only thing that I did for last week's segment, because that would be the only thing I could do, then some of you may be a bit disappointed. Some of you might be might just skip it anyways. So I thought I'd rather wait a week to do this special thing than have you guys have a week of just a little bit of work. And to mention that the reason why there wasn't a Lego haul, I guess is what I usually title them, from Lego.com, basically the parts. I can't think of the word. I don't know why. Is because I actually did record it. I recorded me opening the package, me pulling out the parts. I don't know, when I was rewatching it and editing and all that, I don't know, I didn't like it. I thought it was a bit boring, and I just cast it aside. I'm like, I'm just not going to record or just release this, which I think you guys would be are fine without it. Again, I didn't like it. I thought it was weird. But I have all the parts sorted. They're actually off to the side right over there, next to the other parts. And I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to be showing, for the final part, I guess, is I'm going to show you guys not the instructions, the map of the MOC. Basically, for those who are new to this series, because I know my channel is growing because of Hoth, which I'm very grateful. But there's a lot of newcomers to the Hoth series, and I don't show the actual plans for the MOC too often. So I want to show you guys, especially for those newcomers. and basically map out what's going to be on this next section. So let's get right into that one. Okay, guys, so for, I guess, the end part of the episode of week 22, I'm going to be showing you guys the plans again. Actually, I can take these 2 pieces of paper out of here because that's not these ones that I'm using. I just have them stacked up all the time. So for those who are new to building Hoth, welcome. But this is the outline of the mock. Basically, I did this in the first episode of Hoth, and this plans out everything that, well, of course, is in the mock at this very moment. So right now, this section, which I said it was the first section, but it's technically the second because it's the middle, that is this section right here, which is the giant trench with the crest snow speeder and all that, which I still think looks fantastic. I am so excited to have get those plates in so I can cover that. It's gonna look even better than it does at the moment. So this next section right here, this is what's laid out at the moment. This is the section that's going to finish the mountain, and as well as that little divot or whatever that's on the right side of the mock. It's going to finish that. I still don't know how I want to do it. Some people I've been telling me I should just have the line continue to go downward, have it like a corset. I can't even think of the word, but basically have it go a curved line down to the edge of the mock. I've also got the idea of just like making it curve. I don't know. I still have to figure that out. I'll probably have it figured out by next week. But this is why I'm so excited to start this section. This is the section right here. This is the section that is going to host the 2 walkers. So I was on a stream with the Brickwiz and Rich Boy Jay, and we were talking because Jay and I were talking about the walker I was using, because of course the walker I'm using is Jay's walker, the one he designed, the minifig scale one. And I'm excited to use it. I can't wait to build it. I can't wait to get it on Hoth. Well, we were talking about that, and he said, I still can't believe you're going to have more than me, or more of my walker than me. And some people were surprised to find out that I'm having 2 of Jay's walkers. So to clarify, yes, I am having 2 of the Rich Boy J AT-AT minifig scale. I almost said minifig series. Minifig scale walker. And both of them, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have one. Let me zoom out a little bit. One is going to be on this side. The other, go around the camera, should be going on that side. I'm going to have it to the point where it's probably the back end of the walker is going to be probably around here. Move this. Probably going to be around here. And that way it's a decent amount away from the actual trench, and it's close enough that it looks like it is supposed to be there. So that is why I'm excited, because I finally can start getting the parts for the walker. Now, I don't want to make any promises. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to make any promises, but I am wanting my next 2 paychecks, not the next one, or not just the next one, but the next 2 paychecks to go for the walker. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to end up happening because, of course, plans can change, other things can happen, and, well, overall, again, it can change. My mind might think, okay, I need more money for this than the walker, but I'm wanting to hold my 2 next paychecks to go for the first walker. And again, I don't have to worry about covering this whole area with white plates and bricks and all that. I shouldn't have to worry because, for one, the walker doesn't even have to stay on the actual base plates the whole time while I'm working here. I can just put it on my desk or my... I probably won't put it on my display case or display shelves. So I'll probably just put it on my review set. So it won't get in the way. So, and plus, I really want to get this first walker here. I really want to get it built. I really want to get it. That way, I can actually start measuring it how I want it to look on the mock. So I also can start designing the footprints on Hoth. I don't know if I want to have them like actually in the ground, lowered than the actual height of that. I have that idea. I also have the idea of it just being the snow piling up on the foot. I don't know. I still need to figure out. Let me know in the comment section whether you want the footstep to be like in the ground, like an imprint, or just basically snow mounted on the foot. I'm fine with either way. I think both designs look nice, but basically, I really want to get this first walker built and set up so I can actually start visualizing how it's going to look, how the footprints is going to look, and basically overall get everything situated. But guys, I think this looks so awesome having this next section put up. I know this is only the first and second section. This is the front and the middle. There's still another table I need to get, and there's still Echo Base to be done. Now, what I plan to do with Echo Base is I probably will keep these two sections here and actually work on the third section, which is Echo Base, basically at a different spot. That way, I don't have to actually reach over things to start placing parts. I can actually just get to it if I put it like right, I don't know, right next to my review station or something like that. So I'm really happy that I was able to start this. I hope you guys won't get too upset that I had to cancel last week's episode. I know it's been 2 weeks since the last episode, but hopefully, guys, you will enjoy this segment and will understand and will be happy with this, because I'm pretty excited because, for one, again, the next section is started. It is going. Again, on that section, there's still a little bit of work left, other than, well, there really isn't, actually. All I have to do left is get the last few cannons and basically finish the top of the mountain and place the plates down, and the plates are already on its way. So I'm excited. I hope that you guys aren't too upset with me that I missed a week, but I think it was worth the wait. I think you guys will understand and will agree that you'd rather have the week waited other than having a week of that little small area of work. Also, here are some of the parts that I got in. Basically, those are some of them. I also got some other parts, which is scattered around. But yeah, so that's the little parts right there that I got. So I do think that's going to be it for this segment. I know there's a bit longer episode than normal, but there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to show. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, definitely hit that like button. As well as, if you're at all new to this channel, definitely think about subscribing. And let me know in the comments section what you think of the mock looking now. Again, I am still in awe that the next session is started. I think this looks so cool. And let me know, again, in the comments what you think of this. And I will see you guys in next week's episode of Building Hoth. See you later, guys.